Welcome, Scorpio, to another weekly Timeless Ghetto reading by Sapphire Queen 999. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. If you're returning, glad to have you back. Okay, so I'm gonna give a little brief introduction on how I get my messages. So I read energies from the recent past, your present, and your near future. I also like to use an oracle card in the beginning of each timeline. And then at the end, I like to do a summary by reading the bottom of the deck cards, and I call that your overall energy. Keep in mind that these messages are general messages. They're for entertainment purposes only, so they may or may not resonate with you at this time. If they do, don't forget to press like. And if they doesn't, then take what you got out of it, leave what you didn't, and press share so that the next Scorpio can get to see the message. Okay, so let's begin with your first oracle card in the recent past. You have managed to be glad. And it says create your own happiness regardless of the conditions. So what I'm getting out of this, Scorpio, is that, even when times are rough, you got to make the best of it. You got to look forward, no matter how much rain, look forward because the sun shall shine. So let's move on to your first three cards in the recent past. So for your first three cards in the recent past, Scorpio, you have the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. And what I'm getting out of this energy is that you've been dreaming of something. I guess something is going to make you really happy with the Seven of Cups card. And because you know this is what you want, this is what you deserve, you worked hard. That's what I'm getting out of the Two of Swords. And you're there waiting for it to come your way. You know that you've been deserving of it. You know that you put in the work. And now you want this dream to come true and come to you. You don't want to go searching for it. You want it to come to you. So let's move on to the next three cards. So for your next three cards in the recent past, we have the Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, or oysters in this deck, and the Ten of Oysters. So what I'm getting out of this energy is that, you've been stressing for a while. You've been all in your head, feeling like you don't know what to do, kind of stuck. And, like I said in the earlier three cards, you put in work. You put in work, you put in everything you needed to put in into whatever it is that you're waiting for. And you did that because you knew that that was going to be your Ten of Oysters, which means, your Ten of Pentacles is going to bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of financial stability, a lot of, happiness. You were going to be well off money-wise. Okay, so let's move on to the last three cards in the recent past. So for your last three cards in the recent past, we have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Oysters, and the Ace of Flamingos, which is the Ace of Swords in this deck. And what I'm getting is that, you've been conflicted for a while. You've been competing, trying to get, I guess, whatever it was that you were waiting for, whatever it was you was dreaming. I guess that, you competed for this. It was like probably a competition, probably like a lottery ticket, a race or something. And you've been battling. It appears to me that, you won because you're sitting high here in your Queen of Oyster status, so you're feeling abundance, you're feeling, fulfilled, you're feeling successful. And, with this Ace of Flamingos, all because, you put in work, you put in time, you invested, you put in knowledge into whatever it is that you're waiting for. So let's move on to your oracle card in the present. So for your oracle card in the present, we have all must have prizes. And it says trying to please everyone. And what I'm picking up out of this energy, Scorpio, is that, whatever it was that you're waiting for is something that for the first time, I'm thinking that you finally try to please yourself. Because, you're always so busy trying to make everyone else around you happy, trying to do, whatever it is that everyone else wants to do, and you lose focus on yourself. So I'm thinking whatever's coming your way, the reason you're so excited waiting for it, that you're like super elated is because it's finally going to be something that's going to make you happy, that's going to satisfy you. Okay, so let's move on to your first three cards in the present. So for your first three cards in the present, you have the Knight of Cups, the Death card, and the Four of Oysters. So what I'm picking up out of this energy, Scorpio, is that, you know, this, always offering everybody else happiness and always offering, your money, your time, your intelligence, everything you have to offer, just giving that up for other people and putting other people first. That's something you decided you're going to death that with that Death card. You want to put that, you don't want to do that no more. You've reached a point in life where you just want to focus on you. And, excuse my French, but fuck everybody else. And with that Four of Pentacles, what I'm getting is that you want to hold on to yours. You're tired of sharing. You're tired of providing and doing for others. And you want to hold on to your shit because you're the one that worked for it. So let's move on to your next 3 cards. So for your next 3 cards in the present, we have the Ten of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Justice. And what I'm picking up out of this is that you're done. You're done, dealing with people and their fate. And look at that. Look at how in the Ten of Swords, whatever got stabbed there shattered because it was probably something fake. It was probably something false. Something that was just, like I said before, an illusion. Something that was just utilizing your energy. And you're done with it. You're done dealing with people's bullshit. You're just done. And, you've been doing it for a while with this Temperance card. You can tell you've been doing it for a while. And like in your Oracle card, you've been putting the needs of others before you. And guess what? At the end, you get nothing out of it. Not even gratitude, because everybody's freaking ungrateful. They forget. No one remembers what you've done for them, Scorpio. So, with that said, this is going to be justice. Justice is going to be that finally for the first time you're going to come off while everybody else is going to be left behind, because at the end of the day, this is what they got. They pushed you so far that that's it. It's a wrap. So let's move on to your last 3 cards in the present. So for your last 3 cards in the present, we have the Page of Swords. And again, we have the Page of Flamingos, which is the Page of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Hats, which is the Knight of Cups. And what I'm getting out of this is that, you went and you're done. Like I said, you're done. You went and told people, that's it. I ain't fucking with y'all. I've done what I can. You people act like y'all don't remember. Y'all treat me like crap. And I'm tired of taking what it is that I have to offer and wasting it on you people when I should be wasting it on me. And with the second Page of Swords, you was just like, you know what? When people call you, hey, what you doing? Even if you are doing something creative, something that's going to lead you to something, very successful, you're telling people, nah, I'm just, bumming it out on the couch, watching TV. You're starting to miscommunicate now. Just because you're tired that every time you communicate something good, everybody runs your way trying to eat from your pie. And then the minute that, that pie is done, everybody act like they don't know you. So instead, you're going to take your little Knight of Cups, and instead of offering it to others, you're going to offer that shit to yourself. All right, Scorpio? So let's move on to your Oracle card for the near future. So for your Oracle card in the near future, you have follow your own good advice. And it says, trust yourself. You know what is best for you. And you see what I'm getting out of that is that, you've been feeling kind of like, damn, should I really have just like turn my back on everybody like that and just focus on me and fucking leave them behind? But you're doing that because this is what your inner self is telling you to do. So trust yourself, trust your decisions. Don't go feeling pity for no one. Like I said, the best friend of being pity is always you being fucked. So and that's a very popular Latin phrase. So just keep that in mind. Focus on you. Trust yourself. You know what you're doing. You know what will be best for you. And forget what everybody else is doing and what's best for them. Let them do their own shit. All right, so let's move on to your first 3 cards in the near future. So for your first 3 cards in the near future, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the 7 of Flamingos, 7 of Swords. And what I'm getting out of energy is that you knew that you had to make a quick change. Something to help improve the better of you. And this is something that, you were manifesting and wishing for a while, trying to make yourself be stable, trying to, put yourself on top. And, for years, you've been lying to yourself with this Seven of Swords card because you've been saying, oh, yeah, this is what I want. I'm going to think of me first. Fuck everybody else. But then at the end of the day, someone comes and they're like, oh, I don't got no milk. And you go and you buy them not just milk, but you buy them eggs and ham and cheese and bread too. So, for the first time, you're going to take quick action to accomplish your dreams, your goals, and for you to be happy above everyone else. Okay, let's move on to your next 3 cards. So for your next 3 cards in the near future, we have the Fool card, the 4 of Flamingos, and the 5 of Cups, 5 of Hats. And what I'm picking up out of this is that, you decided to make this change where you put yourself above and first. You put yourself first, second, and third, and then everyone else. Because, for years, you've been taking advantage like a fool. You've been taking advantage like a fool. People been, utilizing you and stopping you from accomplishing your goals in order for you to help them accomplish theirs. And with this 4 of Swords, what I'm getting is that, people thought that you were soft, you were easy. They try to rock you to sleep and gas you up and get you to do their shit. And then once their stuff was all, taken off and they were doing better, you got hit with this 5 of Cups card where, bam, you got left behind. You were abandoned. You were kept away from whatever it was that came their way. So let's move on to your last 3 cards in the near future. So for your last 3 cards in the near future, we have the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Oysters, and the 6 of Peppermills, which is the 6 of Wands. And what I'm getting out of this is that, you had to turn your back on family, friends, people that at one point made you happy. You had to turn your back on them. I'm seeing you as this little Addis is in the middle. You see her there? The other 2 females, they're like, yeah, they met happy, and you're there like puzzled, like, am I happy or am I not? And, and I see you walking away with your Knight of Oysters, which means all your creativity, all your successes, all your talents, all your capabilities, you decided to withdraw that away from them. And by doing that, you were able to walk on to, bigger and better things with this 6 of Wands. You were victorious. All right, so let's move on to your bottom of the deck cards for your overall energy. So for your overall energy, Scorpio, we have the Oracle card, Follow the White Rabbit, and it states, curiosity meets opportunity. Then that's followed by the High Priestess, followed by the 10 of Hats, aka Cups. And what I'm getting out of this is that, you went and you were curious on what was it that you could have done if you focused only on you, and you were able to meet your financial goals. You were able to start something or put something in place that was going to make you abundant and happy and stabilize you. And you did this because with the High Priestess, you was able to, to listen to your inner self, to trust yourself and believe in yourself in order to move forward. You stop fearing. You stop fearing what could have been, and you actually made it happen. And with this 10 of Cups, it just proves that, you were able to reach total happiness, total fulfillment. So this is what I have for you guys this week, Scorpio. If it resonated with you, don't forget to press like. Don't forget to subscribe. If it didn't, then, I'm hoping that you at least got something out of it. And if not, then, leave whatever it was behind. And don't forget to press share so that the next Scorpio can have a chance at listening to this message. It may not be your story at this time, but this is a timeless reading, so it may be another Scorpio's. So this is what I have. It's always a pleasure. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.